Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're sleeving some photo cards so we can do some storing photo cards next week. So I use 3 different sleeves to sleeve like mostly photo card size stuff. I guess these aren't really, I don't know, they're photo cards in my head, but I use 3 different things to sleeve them. So I use Dragon Shield for almost everything. The smaller, I think they're like perfect fit Meow Cafe sleeves are for the 10 pocket binders that I have, and then these are for all of the weird Artemis stuff. I also have these, which I would like to cut the fronts off so I can use them in my binder. So we'll see if I can make that work on camera. I don't know how tedious that might be because I actually film like pretty far away from my body in order to make sure that there's no like weird reflection that I have to edit out. So we'll see if I'm able to do that. I don't know, we'll find out. I have never actually done one of these videos before, but I've seen other people do them. So I'm like, well, that's something I can actually post. I didn't really have a video for this week, and I don't really know like what people want to watch other than storing photo cards, obviously. But like, I don't live in a world where I can do storing photo cards that frequently. I guess if someone who's like super rich wants to start like bankrolling my collection, I can do them more often, but I don't live in that world, so they can't be done like multiple times a month. I also like don't really track my analytics that closely. Like, YouTube has so many options for seeing all kinds of stuff really on like demographics and your like watch time and all of that stuff. And honestly, I just don't really look at it that much. Like, I don't really have interest in like gaming the system or being like, I need to make this a career. I really don't want this to feel like a job. Like, the minute that doing this and like uploading videos starts to feel like a second job, I'm going to stop doing it. Like, I already work 40 hours a week. I don't need the stuff that I do in my free time to also feel like work. So I just don't really look at my analytics that much. Although because of that, it means I just kind of like film videos and then like throw them out into the ether of YouTube and be like, well, see you next week. Like, I look at comments and stuff, obviously, but like looking at my like to dislike ratio, or it's like, this is, people watched like 20% more like into the video. I'm simply not looking at that. Okay, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna be able to pull off doing this on camera, but this is kind of what I'm going for. I'm just gonna cut out the front of it so we can have a cohesive page in my binder for these. But yeah, you'll see me store these in the video. I'm not gonna attempt to cut them on camera. They're all gonna end up even more wonky than they already are. So I guess while we're sleeving Artemis, these are a bunch of replicas I got. And yes, I do sleeve replicas. I know some people don't, but like, if it's going in my binder, it's getting put in a sleeve. I like my collection to look consistent. And that does include sleeving cards, so. I'm sure I could find like cheaper sleeves to do it in, but I don't want to have like a million different sleeves that I have to worry about keeping track of, like, oh, do I have that? Like, in my desk drawer with all of my other sleeves, so I have to restock that? I just don't want to do that, so they just get sleeved in these. But yes, while we're sleeving Artemis, we can discuss Artemis. I know, I don't even know how long ago it was at this point. I think it was earlier this week they finally released Burn. As far as the song goes, it's not my favorite Artemis song, but like, it's not a title track, so it doesn't need to be as impactful as other stuff. Honestly, I wasn't holding on to many, like, preconceived notions about what Burn would sound like. I kind of assumed it wouldn't sound a lot like, oh goodness, what we heard back then. I think a lot of people were holding on to that, and I think that's why we've gotten a lot of, I hate the word, but discourse about it. I don't know. Like, I think it's a good song. Is it like my favorite Artemis song? No, but I think it's like a nice addition to their catalog. Do I think some of the lyrics are weird? Yeah, but like the lyrics to Jaden Loona songs have always been kind of weird. I mean, if you actually look up the translation to like Hi Hi, it's very strange. So that's not like, I don't know, I've heard weird lyrics in K-pop all the time. That doesn't really bother me. But I guess the big thing I should discuss when it comes to Artemis is my collection with them going forward. It's hard to tell like what my crossover reach is between YouTube and Instagram. Like I'm not, again, back to the YouTube thing, I'm not like super actively promoting myself on both platforms. I basically don't ever post on Instagram that I like post a YouTube video. Just like I just don't care about like promoting myself that much. It's fine. If you want to watch my videos, cool. If you don't, also cool. But the point of me saying all this is because I don't know what like my cross reach between Instagram and YouTube is. So I don't know like who's watching my stories on Instagram or stuff like that. So like I don't know if on YouTube you've seen me post on my Instagram stories, basically is what I'm saying. But like I've definitely expressed it in YouTube videos in the past and stuff as well, of like I'm just tired of Mod House. Like I'm tired of the absurdity of it all. I'm tired of like weird inclusion sizes. I'm tired of objects. I'm tired of so many like digital only object drops. I'm just tired, and like the Burn objects were kind of my breaking point. Like 1 out of 25 for a single album, and like there's been like we've seen them all at this point. They're all again concept photos. I mean, most of them look really nice, but it's like, so each girl has 5 of them and they all look so similar. Like I guess I can understand when selfies start to get similar, because it's like, truly, how many poses can you do if it's just your face? I think that's why we've seen the explosion of like holding cute objects thing in the past couple of years, because it's like, if you're gonna release this many cards, you have to have some level of variety to them. But like if you're taking a concept shot, you have the opportunity to make them different, and yet we got like 25 objects that all kind of look the same. So I've decided, at least going forward, I'm not gonna buy much directly from like Artemis releases. Like when they finally release like a next full album or mini album or whatever that is, and there's like an actual physical version of the album, I'm talking like with a photo book, I will buy that. And if they do like objects with that, I will probably try to buy enough to collect those. Although, based on Doll, they didn't do that, so they'll probably... God, I hope they don't do the OMAs again, where it's just like, we're gonna have a photo book, and then we're also gonna release the OMAs separately and not include a photo card in the photo book. And then a year later, we'll do another OMA. I really hope they don't do that, but if they do release a photo book with photo cards, I will like buy that and collect it. But basically everything else, I'm probably not gonna buy as much. Like maybe there'll be some exceptions to stuff. I don't know, we'll have to see, but for the most part, I'm just tired of Mod House. Honestly, like personally, I don't care if you still like support them. I have no bone to pick with like orbits who are totally fine or like love the objects and stuff. If that's your thing, more power to you. I just personally, like, it gets to the point where like every time I log on to Instagram and I like see, oh, Mod House has dropped a new thing, and it's just like either more objects or it's like, I think the OMAs recently, they were like, we're gonna do lucky draws and they're gonna be postcard sized or whatever the next thing is. And it's like, when every time I'm seeing a new thing from Mod House, I just like, I'm tired. I gotta stop buying it. So going forward, I will probably collect a little less Artemis. Honestly, I'll probably like, if you want to trade me stuff, like if people want to do trades for anything else that I have, totally down to do that. I just won't be buying as much of it like firsthand, I guess. Like I might collect one set of the objects for Burn, just buying them secondhand from people, depending on like what the prices are like. And like I might do one set of the objects from the tour. They're in like white outfits with like headpieces and stuff. I don't know. Like I might buy one version of each of those secondhand if the prices are reasonable, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just so much more excited to like buy stuff for Eve, or like Chu's new album is coming out at the end of April and I'm excited to pre-order stuff for her. And like we have the promise of Loossemble coming soon, and I would just so much rather like buy that kind of stuff. Like I'm so much more excited about it as opposed to Mod House where I get frustrated every single time they drop something. So going forward, I will not be buying as much Artemis stuff unless it is secondhand or like it comes with an album. I haven't decided on Season's Greetings yet, but it is April at time of speaking, so that's not a current me problem that I have to think about. If the concept is really cute, I'll probably buy it. But speaking of Chu, I'm very excited for her mini album. Talking about something more positive, I'm so excited about Chu's new album. I'm very intrigued because all of the like pre-release press about it is like, it's gonna be a really different sound from anything she's released or anything she's like really done in the past. So I'm super intrigued about that. Even the title and like the visuals we've gotten already are super intriguing. So I'm really excited to see like what kind of musical style it ends up being. Obviously she's a really good singer, so I'm not like worried about it in any capacity. But it feels like with Howl, it was what she needed to release after the whole contract thing and like all of the stuff she'd been through. I felt like she needed that, and I loved hearing it because it was something so different from what I expected her debut to be. Honestly, I expected Chu to do stuff like Strawberry Rush. Like I feel like that's very much the vibe of, you know, Chu's branding and stuff. It's very like bubbly girl pop kind of thing. So I'm super intrigued to see her like do stuff outside of what's expected. She's also the first Loona project to release a vinyl. I think I'm gonna buy it. I don't know. It's probably like the deranged collector in me, but it's like I want to own it. I don't own a vinyl record player, but like I would like to own it. I think it would be cool. I think it's a cool piece of Loona memorabilia to have. Like the first Loona LP. So I think I will buy it. And from what I've seen, at least so far, I am glad that like there's like one photo card in it. I haven't seen any events like pre-orders or early fan call announcements with the LP, which does make me happy. I'm gonna be pretty upset if they like start doing fan signs with the LP version, Don't do that. So I think I will buy like one copy to have it for the collection's sake. And I know people like, I'm sure some people will say that's stupid, but like, I'm a collector. That's like the point of collecting. So I will probably buy one version of that, and then hopefully all of the other stuff will just be the smaller versions. I know she's also doing the like, I don't even know what they're called. All I can think of is like the Sminis from SM. Like that's basically what they are. So, you know, like that kind of album. They're like little keychain things. I'm so excited to see what they look like. Because this will be the first group that I collect that's done stuff like that. I know, I think IVE has done it. Like groups outside of SM have done these before. So it's not like an SM exclusive thing up until this point. It's just that none of the groups that I collect have ever done them. Oh, I'm too off. That's so upsetting. So I'm very intrigued. I think it's the little like collection gremlin in me that like loves the look of them. I think they're so fun. So I'm excited to get those for the first time. Okay, let's sort through all of these as well so I can get them in actual like reasonable stacks. I am at some point this month hoping to have the Eve video. I am basically waiting on one more group order package to come in. Well, I'm waiting on two. Okay, so I'm waiting on two. One of them is like basically the last stuff. It's like a big chunk of the late stuff from the era. And then there is another one that's going to be coming from Europe because it's I think it was like London and Paris fan sign. That doesn't fit this way. The fan sign cards. And I have just come to terms with the fact that like that's going to take longer for me to get in than I want to wait for it. So I probably will just do the video without those 4 cards. They will be coming, but like I don't want to wait that long to do it. Like the era has already been over for so long that like I just gonna have to do the video. So I'm planning on hoping to get the video up this month. It just depends on whether or not that last group order package is shipped out to me. I don't know if I've explained the video for a long time. It's been a while since I feel like I talked about it. So to explain, in case you're new or like randomly clicked on this video, or like I just haven't explained it since I talked about it in like the first video that no one watched, because I don't think I talked about it in the storing photo cards video. Will anyone watch this? I don't know that either. Who knows? We'll see. But for I did era, I have basically every single card from the era coming. As of right now, I am missing one singular card that I don't have on the way to me that I'm trying to find before that video. I've come to terms with the fact that like I might not have the card. It's fine. But for the most part, I have like basically every other card from I Did era coming. I pre-ordered everything, every fan call, every fan sign. I have the card coming. So that is the point of that video. We're gonna unbox every single Eve I Did era card. Why did I sleeve these in the sleeve? Why did I not stop myself in between doing that? We'll fix that in a minute. But yes, I have every single, basically almost every single I Did era card coming, and we're gonna do a big, huge like unboxing of them. It's gonna have its own dedicated video. I hope she doesn't do more next era. I don't know if I can keep doing that. I mean, to clarify, in case I have to, or for anyone out there, it was in my budget to do so. I did not go into debt to do so. I have, like, this was not a financial concern. I'm making like a joke about it, but it was not a concern. But it did mean I had to like prioritize that over other things. So I guess that's the trade-off. What? This should also go in that sleeve because I have, spoilers, I have I think all of the rest of the set coming from Yokio at this point, so yeah, that'll have to go in the other sleeves. But yes, I've been talking about it in like various videos for a long time now, mostly because I thought it would be done at this point. It's not. I am hoping that the group order package gets to me soon-ish so we can do it. I'm hoping to have it this month, but we'll see. I don't know. But I am very excited about that video. Because I think it will be cool to like see all of the cards laid out in one video and to do everything from the era at once. And at this point, like, it's so late past the era that it'll be like a fun wrap up of the era, you know? And I feel like this was such a good era for Eve. Not to like spoil my thoughts on it, but like she's still, like, Dim just went viral and it's so awesome. Like, I don't scroll that much and I try really hard not to. I don't have a TikTok. So everything I see is like on other platforms. But like, I have seen like random people with zero connection to K-pop using that song and it's just like so cool. I'm just so proud of Eve and getting to see her like have all that success with that song is super cool. And then like Paper Mill is doing like such an awesome job releasing all of those extra versions. I think the extra versions are kind of stupid, but like I understand from a marketing perspective why you need to do that. So like I'm super glad that they did do that to like give her the chance to, you know, get more views and like followers and stuff. So I think that's really awesome. Okay, we have to sort these into tour dates, tour countries, I guess. I know when I was filming the last video and I was like editing it, I was like, oh, you can't read that at all. But like there's a, like it says 2024 World Tour and then it says a country on the bottom. So I have to sort them by that so we can put them in the binder together. But yeah, I just think like, is this both Australia? Yes. Like I did was such a positive era for Eve and like she's grown so much and she's gotten so much more confident on stage by herself and it's so, I just like love following Eve. It's so awesome to see like all of the good stuff happen to her. So yes, I promise video coming eventually. I think it's gonna be a really cool video and I'm very excited about it, so soon, I promise. It will be here eventually, I promise. I also just like basically every single morning wake up desperately hoping that I'm going to wake up because of time zones and stuff. I'm going to wake up to some kind of Loossemble announcement. Like just, please tell me what's happening. Like there's a ton of videos of them like in the studio. So like I know they're doing something. I need to know. Tell me. I'm very excited and intrigued to see where they go. Like I'm just gonna be excited to have them back, obviously. But I am beyond fascinated to find out like what company they've signed to. Because like at this point we've gotten the, I call them rumors, but like they're pretty reliable sources about like when groups are gonna come back. And they said Loossemble would be sometime in like second quarter, so for April to like June, July, something like that. I should know that. I work in business. I should know what second quarter is, but I worked all day today. It's late. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm just super intrigued to see what company they've actually signed with. This one got super bent. I don't know why. I think that's going to be really intriguing to find out. Yeah, I don't know why these got like weirdly bent out of shape. Because like I don't I don't know. I personally don't think it's going to be any of the existing post-Loona companies. Because I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like thing that says choose company can't. Like that was part of the deal, the legal deal that was worked out. I doubt Paper Mill would sign a group, and I'm praying every night it's not Mudhouse, but I didn't really go into like any of the post-Loona stuff with like preconceived notion of like, I think this group is going to be my favorite or anything like that. I think it's because I biased OT12, so I wasn't like, oh, well, whatever group my bias ends up in, that's going to be my favorite group. I was just like, I don't know, let's find out. And I think it ended up weighing Loossemble. So I miss them a lot. I miss like seeing them do stuff and getting new music from them and just like watching their videos and stuff. I love their dynamic, so very interested to see what shakes out and where they end up. Okay, well, I was worried that I wasn't gonna have enough to talk about in this. Like I had like this whole little list next to me of like stuff that I could talk about in this video, and then I ended up spending the whole time talking about Loona anyway. So I feel like that shouldn't be surprising, but that's just where we are. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. We'll store all these photo cards next week. I have some, like a few bigger items as well, but I either didn't have sleeves for them or like there was one of them, so I wasn't going to take the time to sleeve it in this video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you next week for storing photo cards. Bye everyone.